being said will be recorded via audio. And just so that everybody is aware, all SUA meetings are public record. By California state law, specifically the Ralph M. Brown Act, all of these meetings, which utilize student fees and student funds for various purposes, are technically public access. So just giving everybody a heads up there. And we should be good. So this is the official court order at 8:02 p.m. 2 minutes late. I hope that you forgive me, but it's okay if you don't, because we're going to go on into the roll call. So before we begin, does anybody have any questions about anything I just said? Nope? Awesome. All right. So straight into the roll calls. Devon.
Here.
Awesome. Alexandrina.
She's on her way.
Okay. Lauren.
Here.
Awesome. Rachel. Sierra.
Present.
Bella. Bella. Natasha is absent. Gianna.
Here.
Rajit.
Yeah.
Ricardo.
Present.
Walter.
Here.
Isaiah. Isaiah? No? Brittany. Brittany.
I'm here.
Soham.
Here.
Jimmy.
Here.
Excellent. Aslan.
Here.
Harry.
Here.
Alicia. Alicia. Seeing none? All right. So, Nick.
Here.
Jacob.
Here.
Regina.
Here.
Eric.
Here.
Rowena.
Here.
Joshua. Joshua. Shashan.
Here.
Rushni.
Here.
Awesome. Will. Will. Nope. Anna. Anna. Brent.
Here.
Okay. Jasmine. Jasmine. Brenda. Brenda. Connor.
Here.
Antonio.
Here.
Shivika.
Here.
Danica. And that is it. So, raise your hand if you're a voting member real quick, please. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, so yeah, that's 19. Okay, so I affirm that quorum has been met and we can actually do business instead. All right. So now that we are done with that, we can go on to the approval of this week's agenda. So you should have all received an email from me over the weekend. If you did not receive an email from me, feel free to shoot me an email at suaparley, P-A-R-L-I, at ucsc.edu, just to make sure that you're on the MailChimp server. Because I send out amazing emails every Saturday that have D&D puns and cool little buttons and our awesome SUA logo. So, aside from that, you can look at the agenda for this week. You will see that we have quite a few announcements today. We have a presentation from SFAC, or the Student Fee Advisory Committee, deliberation and approval of the SUA budget. Then we have a presentation of a resolution from the Students for Sensible Drug Policy, then the introduction of the Student Advocate's Office, and then we discuss our meeting time, and then we leave. My goal is going to be getting us out of here before 10 o'clock, but we will see how we do. So any questions, comments, or concerns regarding the agenda? The floor is open for motions. Yes. Say motion to approve the agenda by
Eric.
Eric? Thank you. It's okay, especially for these first meetings. If we could say like motion to approve or something along those lines, just so that we can, have a better understanding of each other's names and get rolling with that. I see a hand over there.
Second.
By
Lauren.
Awesome. Thank you. Is there anybody who opposes the motion on the table? Seeing nobody opposing the motion carries by the unanimous consent of the Assembly. The agenda is approved. Now we are on to the minutes. The minutes for the last week's agenda. the minutes for last week's meeting, alliteration, should be on the agenda linked right here under approval of the previous meeting's minutes. Feel free to go ahead and take a look. For anybody who has questions, comments, or concerns for editing that before we approve it. Aslan?
I once was not present.
You were not marked present? Okay. So would you want,
Keep the mark present.
okay, so to be marked present. And anybody else? Yes.
I would like to be more present.
You would also like to be marked present. Why does everybody want to be marked present? Okay. Anybody else?
Oh wait, never mind. I'm sorry.
That was last meeting.
Yes.
There we go.
Bella. Yeah. So Bella and Aslan. Awesome. Anybody else for needing to be marked present on the minutes for last week? Seeing none. So if I could get a motion to, yes, Lauren?
Lauren motions to approve.
Awesome. Is there a second to the motion? Saying second by?
Rajat?
Project?
Yeah.
Awesome. Sweet. So we have a first and a second. Does anybody oppose the motion on the table? The motion on the table is to amend the minutes to reflect the presence of 2 people at last week's SUA meeting and nothing else. Going once, going twice, saying no opposition. The motion carries by the unanimous consent of the assembly. We're awesome. Okay. So now we're going to go ahead and go into announcements, and I'm going to be quiet for a little bit so that Lauren and Regina can have the floor.
Hi y'all, my name is Regina. I'm the Legislative Director in the Office of External Affairs. We're just hiring, we say this at like every meeting. We have a ton of positions available, both paid and non-paid positions. The Google form is a link to our non-paid positions through the UC Student Association. So we're looking for someone to represent our Acquire campaign. Their goal for this year is to establish an undocumented Students Resource Center on every campus. So that's just one example of some work that you could be doing. If you're interested, or if you know anyone interested in doing similar work, feel free to circulate that. We're also hiring paid positions for our legislative advocate positions. We're hiring 3 of those, and we're also looking for a lobby corps director. So if you could just circulate all of these to your spaces, and if you yourselves are interested or applying, please do email me at sualedge@ucsu.edu or Lauren at suavpe@ucsu.edu. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Any questions for Regina about that announcement? Going once, going twice, seeing none. And so, Regina, while you have the floor, go ahead and go on to your next announcement about the Carbon Fund Committee.
Yeah, this is low-key ridiculous how many announcements I have to make. But the Carbon Fund Committee has specifically requested the Student Committee on Committees to appoint someone who is in SUA to sit on this committee. So everyone here is eligible to apply, and you can apply using the link that's linked there. I just learned how to use hyperlinks, so I'm very excited. But feel free to apply. It has to be someone in SUA, so if you know people who are in the space but are not currently present, feel free to also let them know too.
Awesome. Thank you so much. So
There's
next
questions.
Question. Yes.
Question, I checked the form to apply. It's not under the name Carbon Fund Committee. Should it be placed under other, or does it go by a different name?
Regina, do you have an
On
answer?
there? It should be on there. If it's not, then I don't know what to tell you. I'll look into it and I'll get back to you. It should be on there.
Alright,
I'll
okay.
keep you posted.
Do you have a question? Or you're pointing to something else?
Name.
Oh, name. Sorry.
Ricardo.
Gotcha. Thank you so much. All right. So on to the next announcement. It is Rachel. Go right ahead. Students of Color Conference.
Hello, y'all. So the Students of Color Conference is November 22nd through the 24th, and it'll be at UCLA. Housing and transportation will be provided, as well as some meals. So applications are due October 24th at 11:59 p.m. If you haven't applied but you're interested in going, please do that, as I am super excited for this year's conference. More so because I'll actually know a lot of people going, so I'm like really excited to see old faces, excited to see new faces. I do ask that you be mindful of the fact that this is a conference for students of color, so like if you're not a student with one of those identities, but you're like, oh, I kind of still want to go, be mindful, because like it is open to everyone, but also like just know that the kind of content that's going to be there, and be mindful of intersectional identities as well as other people. So yeah, tell your friends if they are someone with that identity to apply, because it's gonna be super.
Awesome. Any questions for Rachel? I have to do like a whole 360 thing now. It's kind of awesome. Yes.
No, funny church.
Yes.
Just added carbon fund on the application. It
Awesome.
should be there now. Sorry
Okay.
about that.
Gotcha. So no questions for Rachel's
No,
item on
sorry.
the Students of Color Conference? Seeing that. All right. Moving on is, and I apologize if I'm not pronouncing this correctly, but Norma Alicia, are they here?
So, they are presenting on behalf of Norma Alicia.
Oh, okay. So I have your announcement on the agenda. So if you would like to go ahead and have the floor for a moment to speak about it.
My name's Miriam. I'm a fourth year LLS Legal Studies double major, she, her, hers. I'm Mayo, second year, double majoring in Legal Studies and Spanish. And we're both here part of the Student Diversity and Inclusion Program and the Diversity Facilitator team. Okay. So we wanted to call on SUA members, especially returning members, to help facilitate a diversity, equity, and inclusion workshop for this Sunday, with plans to develop a curriculum for a series of workshops moving forward. The goal of this workshop is to make this a safer and inclusive space that will overall benefit all of SUA's efficiency and its relationship with the student body. The creation of a productive environment that uplifts this community will only happen if its leaders step up and move for it. So we're basically just asking for like your help to facilitate workshops and your presence, because like we don't know your space, you know your space better than us, so we'd like input from you all, especially returning members.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I see a question.
Can you spell your name for me, please?
MIRIAM.
Thank you.
MAYO.
Awesome. Any other questions for the presenters?
Okay. Also, just quickly, we brought snacks because I heard y'all don't have snacks, so yes.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, also, if anybody wants to, I guess, sign up now, we're gonna be here for a while, or just a little bit. But just like come to us, just write your email, we'll contact you. Yeah.
Awesome.
Also, Norma Alicia left her email up there in the agenda, so if you are interested in continuing to connect with these folks and partake in facilitating on Sunday, which I will get to in my announcement in like 2 minutes, you can also email Norma Alicia at that email up there to give her your contact info or connect with Miriam or Eric.
All right. Awesome. So next up, we have a presentation from CalPERD for James. James, are you here?
Yeah.
Hi. Awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and bring this up and go ahead and give you the floor. If you need me to do anything, feel free to just let me know.
Alright, thank you. So hello everyone, my name is James. I'm a fourth year here at UC Santa Cruz, and I'm the chapter chair for CalPERG students. And if you haven't heard of CalPERG yet, we're a student-run group through, we're like a SOAR registered student org, and we've been working on the UC campuses for the past 45 years, doing stuff like trying to protect the environment, help fight for basic needs, as well as register students to vote. And we actually had something really great happen. We've been working on a bill called SB 72, and at the end of the legislative session, it recently passed. And one of the things we did to support that was get student leader sign-ons on campus. And last year we asked SUA to sign on, and a lot of you guys showed your support. And that support really helped in making this thing happen. If you're curious what SB 72 is, it basically requires conditional voting or same-day voter registration at all polling sites in California. And yeah, that basically means students don't really have to worry about re-registering at their new address or whatever. If they just show up to a polling site, they'll be able to re-register and cast their ballot. Not sure if it'll take effect in this next election, but bottom line, it's a positive thing for student voters. But yeah, another thing I wanted to come talk to y'all about was our Plastic Free Seas campaign. You may have seen some of our people canvassing on campus about this. but essentially we're working on a campaign to ban single-use plastics. It's really important that we do this because I'm sure you guys all see, or you all see in the media, that there's a lot of horrible stuff happening with plastics, microplastics causing cancer, marine life being harmed. So yeah, we want to work with the UC system to create a system-wide ban on single-use plastics by 2030. And in order to help us do that, we'd love to have some of student leaders in this space endorse our campaign. And so that's what's up on there. Essentially, you can sign that form. I have a few that I pass around, and if you're interested in signing it, take one. If you're like a SUA officer or representing a student org, it would really help to have your support in this campaign. Yeah, so I'll just pass these around and take one if you're interested.
Awesome. Any questions for helper presenter? Going once, going twice. Seeing none? Oh, yes.
I have a question for the previous speaker. It was the location for the trip.
The location of.
Diversity.
Oh, okay.
Cultural Center on Sunday from 1 to 3 p.m.
Okay.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you. Yes.
Name.
Shivika.
And
All right. Oh, sorry. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
and so if the stack just like makes it all the way around and there's some left over, yeah, I guess could we have them like just pass them back until
Sure.
it makes its way back here?
Yeah. So if you do see any of those forms kind of laying around in between people, make sure that you pass them along, please, and we'll make sure that they get back to you. Any other questions for CalPERS presenter before we move on? Seeing none, we'll go ahead and move on. Thank you so much for presenting. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
So, Valia,
Yes.
you have the floor for the
Alright,
next two announcements.
So who knows what's happening this Sunday? That is right. And who's gonna be there?
All of us.
All of you, exactly, yes. So, taking place this Sunday, October 27th, is SUA Orientation and Training. It's happening from 9 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. at Merrill Cultural Center. It's a mandatory training for all SUA officers, SUA interns, SUOC executives, SUOC steering board committee members, SUA representatives, so either if you are representing a college or a student organization, if you are an alternate, you are also invited to be present because you are part of the space. And any other SUA affiliate